Coast.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Cardinal Gym at Trinity Valley for today's 6th annual Play for K game featuring the Paris Lady Dragons and your Trinity Valley Lady Cards. At this time, would you please stand for the playing of the national anthem by our TVCC Cardinal Regiment.
Anthem as performed by the Cardinal Regiment, and now we will have the introduction of both starting lineups by Harold Jones.
Now on the visitor side with a 6-13 record, the starting lineup for the Lady Dragons. Number 5, Kelsey Ewings.
Ewings is averaging 9.8
Number 15,
points.
Shanice Vaughn.
Shanice Vaughn is averaging 9.7
Number
points
23,
and
Ashley
5.3
Johnson.
rebounds.
Number 24, Bria Castro Gambrell.
Castro
And
Gambrell is
number
averaging
44,
5 points a
Jose
game.
Martin. The Lady Dragons head coach is Sean LeBlanc.
And number 44, Vache Martin for the Lady
Assistant
Dragons
coach
is
Shakira
averaging
Nettle.
8.7 points a game and 6.3 rebounds. Lady Dragons are averaging 51.3 points a game. Lady Cardinals, about to be introduced, are averaging
And now, ladies
77.4
and
points a
gentlemen,
game.
on the home side with a record of 20-1, your number 3 national ranked team in the nation, the starting lineup for your Trinity Valley Lady Cardinals. From Los Angeles, California, at 5'10", number 1, Victoria Wells.
Victoria is averaging 5.9 rebounds and 3.1 steals a game.
From Canada, number 2, Adut.
Adut Bugak is averaging 15.2 points and 10.8 rebounds a game.
Texas, number 3, Crystal.
Crystal Henderson is averaging 11.9 points a game and 4.9 assists.
At 5'8" from Gastonia, North Carolina, number 5, Shannon.
Shannon Smith, who has already signed with the University of Michigan, is averaging 14.1 points and 3.8 assists.
At 5'9", number 10, Shalante Evans.
Shalante Allen is averaging 15.4 points, 3.9 steals, and 6.6 rebounds. And Jason Shalante is coming off a game against Panola on the road, a 73-53 win, in which she scored 38 points and hit 7 3-pointers.
Yeah, that's an incredible performance, and on the road, too, it's a nice one to get. And, you just don't see many scorers that have the ability to light up the scoreboard that much, but she's certainly one of them. And I think Trinity Valley's got about 3 or 4 of them that can probably do it if they were the focal point.
There's no secret what both teams are going to try, Jason. The Lady Cardinals are going to run and score in transition, and the Lady Dragons are going to slow things down and muddy it up and keep the game in the 60s and have a shot to win it. Because you go back and look, and anytime the Lady Cardinals have gotten out of the 60s against the Lady Dragons in recent years, it's been a game in which they've obviously won, but they haven't had as much sweat going into it. Now, I take that last year's 71-66 game in which the Lady Cardinals won in overtime. The score was in the 60s going into overtime, so it was right there where Paris needed it to be. Both teams are now taking the floor. They've had their last instructions from the coaching staff. Lady Cardinals are going over some things on their own, and they'll step out, and we'll be underway here at Leon Spencer Court at Cardinal Gym. Thank you for joining us on the Cardinal Sports Network. Lady Cardinals, as you'll notice, are wearing pink socks tonight, some of them with pink ribbons in their hair and headbands. For the Play for K, as a 6th year, the college participates in the Women's Basketball Coaches Association initiative to raise awareness and funds for breast cancer research. And we've had the tip controlled by the Lady Dragons. Kelsey Ewings will direct the offense. First shot is up and good by Vache Martin, a 6'3 sophomore out of DeSoto, Texas, and the Lady Cardinals are quickly down the floor. Shalante Allen puts up a 3-pointer, no good. Rebound goes to the Lady Dragons, controlled by Ashley Johnson, and the Lady Dragons once again in possession of the basketball. Ewing's working against Shalante Allen. You can tell that the Lady Dragons are definitely wanting to give the ball in Martin's hands, number 44. 4 on the shot clock. And we had a whistle with 2 seconds left on the shot clock. Foul's going to be charged to Crystal Henderson. That's going to be her first.
Martin definitely looks like that player, Benny, and you just mentioned they're trying to get the ball to her. She's got wide shoulders and long arms. She's definitely the kind of player that can cause some damage in the paint.
Shanice Vaughn at the free throw line to shoot 2, misses the first one. As we mentioned, the Lady Cardinals won the first meeting 61-53 in a game in which Adut Bagat did not play. She misses both free throws, and the rebound is controlled by Shannon Smith. And the Lady Cardinals go on the attack, quickly giving the ball on the floor to Shalante Allen. Now it's back in the hands of Crystal Henderson, as she will direct the offense. Henderson working against the man defense, gets it down low to Adut. She's blocked by Martin, and a great save by Martin. So a great heads-up play by Vache Martin, the block in the and carrying the basketball. You wouldn't think a 6'4 player would get shot blocked very often, Jason, but of course Martin's 6'3 herself.
Well, and like I said, she's got really long arms too, so she's going to alter a lot of shots that she doesn't block.
We saw a similar start against Kilgore here as the Lady Cardinals got off to a slow start and wound up winning big, so we'll see if they can shake the Lady Dragons. A 3-pointer up and no good by Shannon Smith. Rebound goes to the Lady Dragons. 8 minute and a half into the game, the Lady Cardinals have yet to score, but they only trail 2-0. Got to work on the defensive end. Nice drive, but the shot won't fall by Shanice Vaughn, and the Lady Cardinals quickly move the ball to the offensive end. Victoria Wells feeds it to Adut. Adut puts up the shot, no good. Rebound to Shalante Allen. Shalante puts up the shot. She's going to be fouled, and she will go to the free throw line. Foul is going to go against Vache Martin. That's going to be her first, team first, and it's going to send Shalante Allen to the free throw line to shoot 2 free throws. In the first game against Paris, I believe Shalante was 2 of 11 from the free throw line. And she gets this one to fall. And the Lady Cardinals are on the scoreboard for the first time at the 17:58 mark. Crowd has really filled in nice across the way from us. Allen hits both of them, and we are tied at 2, and here comes the Lady Cardinals pressure defense. This is where the Lady Cardinals would really like to make some hay here, get some turnovers, some easy buckets. Of course, there is no 10-second call in women's basketball in the backcourt, so you can take as much time as you need. Allen working against Ewings. And we're going to say it was touched by a Lady Cardinal, and the ball will stay with the Lady Dragons with 12 seconds on the shot clock.
We've said this before, Benny, no backcourt violation or no clock back there, but you know, if it takes a long time to get the ball in the front court, you see now they've got 12 seconds, Paris does, and it's not a whole lot of time to set up against an aggressive defense.
That foul's going to go against Shalonte Allen. That's going to be her first, team second. And one thing Jason Paris will try to do against the Lady Cardinals is they'll attack the goal and try to go to the free throw line a lot. It gets the clock stopped, and you obviously got a chance to put points on the board. Brand new shot clock with the foul against Shalonte Allen. Get the ball down low to Martin, and we're going to have another foul. It's going to be against Victoria Wells. That's going to be her first, team third. Team fouls adding up just a little bit here for the Lady Cardinals. 3 different starters with 1 foul each. Another fresh 30 seconds on the shot clock. Was close to a 5-second held ball, surely. Double dribble, turnover. As Martin tried to work against Bogak. Duke got the better of that matchup. And here go the Lady Cardinals looking to take their first lead of the game. Henderson goes to Wells. Allen puts up the shot. It's in and out, no good. A Duke can't get the rebound.
Trinity Valley started 0 of 5 here, Benny, early on.
Definitely not the start they looking for shooting the basketball. Game's at a pace that would be more conducive to Paris here currently. The Lady Cardinals, as we've seen, have been able to push a button seemingly and turn things on. So we'll see if they can do it here tonight, and if the crowd will get into the game and lift them up. And that's the 3rd turnover for the Lady Dragons. Martin and Adut are having a great battle inside. Henderson puts up the 3, no good. Rebound goes to Adut. Victoria Wells winds up with it, and she outlets the ball to Crystal Henderson, and the Lady Cardinals save that possession. Great heads-up play by Victoria Wells. Lady Cardinals need to go on the attack here. Yep, she took steps. It's a turnover for the Lady Cardinals as Crystal took a step there. Going to have our first sub of the game. It's going to bring in Savannah Carter for the Lady Cardinals, number 51. Savannah's averaging 12.4 points, 7.6 rebounds, and 3.0 assists per game. And we're still at 2-2, Jason, almost 4 minutes into the game.
That's a little unexpected.
Yeah, it definitely is.
I mean, we expect a tight ball game maybe, but 2-2 after 4 minutes, not so much.
It's just the way Paris makes the Lady Cardinals play. I've seen it year in and year out. Of course, the Lady Cardinals aren't helping themselves by haven't scored from the floor yet. Of course, the Lady Dragons are not going to be in any hurry to score or put up shots. 5 on the shot clock. They'll now attack the goal and try to draw the foul. Shot clock goes off as the shot goes up, and the rebound is controlled by the Lady Cardinals, but there's a held ball call, and the ball will stay with the Lady Cardinals. Shanice Vaughn tried to put it, well, she did put up the shot, but she didn't draw enough iron, and the rebound goes to the Lady Cardinals.
I think if you look here early, what you're talking about, Paris not really necessarily being in a hurry. Right now, they're just 1 of 3. Of course, Trinity Valley started 0 of 6 and 0 of 2 from three-point land, but I think just those numbers right there show you that Paris would be content just being choosy about shots and taking time as long as they, have more points in the end.
Absolutely. Of course, the Lady Cardinals usually when they have their spurts, their defense created, so that's what they're going to be looking for. But they've got to get something going here on the offensive end, as right now they are struggling. Shannon Smith drives, puts up a little soft jumper, and gets it to fall. A nice shot by Shannon Smith driving down for an 8-foot shot, and gives the Lady Cardinals their first lead at the 15-15 mark, 4-2. But yet it's not being played at a Lady Cardinal pace scoring-wise. Shalonte Allen working against Shanice Hill, number 3. Savannah Carter. A nice running jumper, no good, put up by Castro Gambrell, and there's going to be a foul called. This one's going to go against number 24. That is going to be Castro Gambrell. That's going to be her first, team second. See if the Lady Cardinals can come down and have another good offensive set here. Saw them the last time get the ball to Shannon Smith, and she put about an 8-foot shot. Got it to fall for the Lady Cardinals' first lead. Henderson over to Carter. Carter passed it to Henderson, breaking underneath. Smith puts up the three-pointer. It's no good, and the rebound's going to go off of Paris and stay with the Lady Cardinals. So the Lady Cardinals are struggling from the outside, Jason. They just aren't getting anything to fall.
Yeah, they're just 0 of 3 right now. Now, of course, I don't think anybody expects that to stay that way, but right now they're 0 of 7 to start the game. 1 of 7.
Henderson puts up the three-pointer. This one's no good. Rebound's going to be controlled by, well, a dude had it go off her hand, so the ball will go over to Paris. And with 14:27, as you can see, the Lady Cardinals have a 4-2 lead in a very low-scoring game. Lady Cardinals are averaging 77.4 points a game, and Paris is averaging 51.3. And Paris would be very okay with the range of the scoring being in the 50s or 60s. I can assure you that. Martin working against a Duke. Turnaround jumper. Good. Nice shot that time by Vache Martin. She's got 4 points. She's got all 4 points for the Lady Dragons. Dominic Brooks is about to check in for the Lady Cardinals as Shalonte Allen drives and misses a layup. Can't miss those like that. You work too hard to get them, and she's usually pretty money with that shot there. So the Lady Dragons looking to retake the lead. Very low-scoring game. And it looks like Shannon Smith will probably be called for the foul. Yep, foul is on Shannon Smith. It's going to be her first, team fourth. Victoria Wells, Rodrika Patton 4, and Dominic Brooks 33 checking into the game for Bugag, Henderson, and Allen. So this is a different lineup on the floor now, Jason. See if anybody can get the hot hand among this group. Again, Paris only has 9 players suited up, so depth could prove a problem if the Lady Cardinals are able to get great bench production. And Brooks comes up with a steal right off the bat, gets it to Rodrika Patton, little 5'4" freshman out of Natchez. She feeds the ball down low to Wells. Wells misses a layup. That's 2 straight layups the Lady Cardinals have missed.
And Trinity Valley's now 1 of 11. Back to that other play. That defensive play was Rodrika Patton all the way. She is so fast. And, gosh, she's got to be a fan favorite for the way she plays.
Crowd trying to lift up the Lady Cardinals. 5 on the shot clock. Martin with the basketball puts up the jumper. It's good. Martin's red hot. That's her 6 points. She's got all 6 points for the Lady Dragons. And the Lady Cardinals are going to have a battle on their hands here if they can't get something started. As Smith feeds the ball down to Savannah Carter. Carter's shot is no good, but she is fouled. That foul is going to go against Shanice Vaughn, number 15. 3rd team foul for the Lady Dragons. That will send Savannah Carter to the free throw line with a chance to tie the game at 6. It's good to have you with us tonight on the Cardinal Sports Network as we bring you Trinity Valley Community College basketball. Should mention that the Cardinals are on the road tonight. They are at Paris, and don't ask me why the schedule is drawn up that way, folks. But the Cardinals are at Paris. Of course, the Lady Cardinals being home here against Paris. That also happened a week ago when the Lady Cardinals played at Panola and the men played Panola here. So a little strangeness to the schedule this year. Carter missed the first free throw, now with the second one. And gets this one to fall. So it's 6-5 Paris. And believe it or not, we're 7.5 minutes into the game, and the Lady Cardinals just have 5 points. So definitely things are going at a pace that is conducive to Paris being successful. Crystal Henderson working against Vaughn. Turnover, just throwing it away. Lady Cardinals have numbers. They've got the break. Rodriguez Patton dishes it off to Dominique Brooks, and that's what the Lady Cardinals want to see right there is the break, getting the ball down the floor, very little dribbling and a lot of passing, Jason. 7-6 Lady Cardinals. We'll see if that gets them going. The Lady Cardinals had missed back-to-back layups prior to that score. Henderson working. And there's a steal by Rodriguez Patton, and they're going to lose the ball out of bounds. They couldn't get control of it, and the ball will stay with the Lady Dragons. But there again, Jason, as you mentioned, Rodriguez Patton is so quick with her feet and her hands that she can create havoc on the defensive end.
Yeah, you know, she just it's fun to watch her. You just don't see many players, on men or women, that are as fast as she is.
That's a steal by Crystal Henderson. The Lady Cardinals don't have numbers, but Henderson's taking the drive. Tried to dish it off to Savannah Carter. Really, she's out of position there a little bit, Jason. I mean, that was going to be tight.
Yeah, you know, I think, like you're talking about, they like to run and gun, and I think they were just trying to score quick there and just made a bad decision.
Well, the Lady Cardinals will inbound underneath. Henderson to do the honors. See if they can get a quick score off the inbounds. Get it over to Wells, to Patton. Patton puts up the three. Rodriguez Patton with a three-pointer. Rodriguez Patton gives the Lady Cardinals a 10-6 lead. Mentioned Rodriguez from nearby Natchez, Texas. She's 5'4", and she led Natchez to 4 straight state championship games, Jason, and I think they won 3 of them, so that's not a bad high school career to hang your hat on.
I think when you look at a kid that's, 5'4" out of Natchez, Texas, no matter what that team's done, you wonder, can she play at this level? She's definitely proven she can play at this level and maybe more.
Julianne Onchling has checked in for the Lady Cardinals, number 15, her first appearance in the game. As the Lady Cardinals stay in the pressure defense, Patton working against Shanice Hill. 10-6 Lady Cardinals. Steal by Juju, as they call her. Patton on the attack, gives it up to Wells. She kicks it back to Crystal Henderson. Henderson gets it underneath the Carter. She's covered up quickly by the Paris defense. She forces up a squash. She traveled. I started to say, whew, she was able to manage a foul out of that. She did some creative work down low.
It doesn't have to be pretty, Benny.
No.
But if it doesn't go in, it doesn't look so good.
So Lady Cardinals have made more subs. They're going to definitely be running players in and out, Jason, trying to get Sean LaBeouf to have to go deeper into his bench. 10-6 Lady Cardinals. Kelsey Ewing's running the offense for the Lady Dragons. Of course, Martin's got the hot hand for Paris. She's got all 6 of their points, and she puts up another shot. This one doesn't go. Onchling with the rebound, and the Lady Cardinals are on the run. Shalante Allen leading the way, and that's going to be an easy call there. Shalante has to give that one up because the Paris player definitely had position. That's going to be Shalante's second personal foul.
And 3rd turnover overall, Benny.
Yeah, she's got to notice. She's got to dish that off because the Paris defense definitely established position that time and drew the charge. Again, Coach Lovato is going into her bench frequently, looking for the right combinations and to wear the Lady Dragons down a bit, I'm sure. We're about halfway through this first half, and the Lady Cardinals have 10 points. Well beyond their pace they usually sit. And we're going to have an offensive foul. I believe this one's going to go against Adrienne Small. Yeah, number 40, Adrienne Small is going to pick up the foul.
That's their 8th turnover, Benny.
And Paris is averaging 22.8 turnovers per game, Jason. And they're averaging coming up with 13.3 turnovers a game. So that's about right in the pace of what you're talking about there. But the Lady Cardinals have got to capitalize on those mistakes. Lady Cardinals showing great patience around their perimeter, looking for somebody to open up as Smith puts up a shot. Bulgac puts up the rebound. She misses the shot, was going to be fouled, and that's going to send the 6'4" freshman from Canada to the free throw line. Of course, a week ago we saw Duke score 25 points in a game, and then we saw that followed up by Shalonte Allen's 38-point performance down at Carthage against Panola in the last outing. First free throw attempt is good. Lady Cardinals add to their lead. Had some opportunities. They missed back-to-back. We've seen them miss back-to-back layups, Jason. I think you said they started 1 from 11 from the floor.
That's right.
To start the game. And the second one is no good. Rebound controlled by the Lady Dragons. Lady Cardinals with a 5-point lead. Turnover that time as Ewings went on the drive but had no route to get the ball out, and Shannon Smith makes them pay, and that's what the Lady Cardinals want to see and exactly what Paris does not want to see. Now we're going to have a timeout used by Paris as they sense maybe a little run coming by the Lady Cardinals, and we're 13-6 at the 9:30 mark, and Paris hasn't scored in several minutes now, Jason.
They haven't, and here's a great reason why. They've got more turnovers right now than shots attempted. So, wow. 9 turnovers, and then they're 3 of 7 from the floor right now, and it's because as they're taking all this time down and working for a shot, they turn it over, and then it's turning into points on the other end. At least it's starting to for Trinity Valley.
Wow. See Elena Lovato talking to the Lady Cardinals. Of course, she's assisted. Her top assistant is Aaron Kalhoff, Jason, who had a very nice 5-year career as head coach at Hill College.
Yeah, he's not far from home, is he? Or at least from that locale.
So Lady Cardinals are back out on the floor. Thank you for joining us for Lady Cardinal basketball here on a special night on as the Lady Cards play for K, raising funds in awareness of breast cancer. We'll have some special ceremonies and presentations at halftime that we will let you see here on the webcast. And this just looks so great to look across the way and see so many fans filling the stands, Jason, as Victoria Wells almost comes up with a steal. And, Jason, can you imagine what it's going to be like a week from Saturday when we officially dedicate the court, I should say, in honor of Coach Spencer?
I think we should turn it into maybe less of a dedication and more of a roast. Now, I don't know if we could broadcast a lot of that stuff.
There are definitely some stories that could be told as we're going to have a foul in the backcourt on Savannah Carter. That's going to be her first, and they're going to be the team 6th. So the Lady Dragons will be shooting on the next foul. Fresh 30 seconds on the shot clock. Looking to get the ball in against the pressure. Rodrika Patton working against Shanice Hill, number 3. Lady Cardinals are definitely working on the defensive end, that's for sure. Paris hasn't scored in a while. Hasn't got off many good shots in a while. Shot clock is at 1. And we have a shot clock violation. And, boy, Jason, as a coach, you love to see that. Your kids bear down and play defense for all 30 seconds.
There really can't be anything better, I don't think, than forcing a shot clock violation when you're working so hard. Their help defense looks so good right now. Maybe it's not things you can see, but just little things. They're working so hard, and it's paying off.
Rodrika Patton going to take it for a drive and draw a foul. Well, you can just see, Jason, Rodrika made her mind up there that she was going to take that one all the way as the foul is charged to Shanice Hill, number 3. Lady Dragons now have 5 team fouls.
She even dribbles fast. She was dribbling that ball fast.
The thing I've learned about Rodrika is she's got one speed, all out. Crystal Henderson to inbounds for the Lady Cardinals. She gets over to a dude in the corner. A dude back out to Rodrika. Over Savannah Carter. Down in the corner to Crystal Henderson. Crystal puts up a 3-pointer, no good. Battling for the rebound is Victoria Wells, but yet it's controlled by the Lady Dragons, Shanice Vaughn.
Trinity Valley's 1 of 5 from long distance right now.
And a great job that time by the Lady Cardinals. And the ball's going to stay with Paris. I thought that they were about to rule if the ball was going to stay with the Lady Dragons, and sure enough, it is with 20 seconds left on the shot clock. So Lady Cardinals have their biggest lead of the game, 13-6. And there's Rodriguez with the steal, and there's a foul going to be called. Fouls against Ashley Johnson, number 23. That's the 17th foul rather, against Paris. So that will send Rodriguez to the free throw line to shoot the 1-and-1. Fun little player to watch. I remember watching her in the state championship game back in March on a webcast of it, and was very excited. They were talking about she was going to be coming here. She'd already committed at that point and then signed the next month. Actually was recruited by Michael and Kenya Landers last year, Jason, and they started watching her play and everything, and they had her talked into Trinity Valley well into her senior year there. Rodriguez hits both free throws, 15-6.
She leads Lady Cards with 5 points right now too, Benny, and that's off the bench. A lot of that has just come from hustle on the defensive end.
You know, as the Lady Cardinals apply this defensive pressure, Jason, that just has to wear you down.
I would think so. I mean, they work so hard and they're so deep they can continue to apply that pressure for the full 40 minutes if they wanted to, and usually they don't need to. But
Rodriguez getting a lot of playing time here in the first half. A block by Duke Bagak, number 2. But did you notice, Jason, that Savannah Carter had already set up to take the charge? I mean, she got position and set her feet, and there's 9 seconds left on the shot clock.
I wish we were keeping track to see how many shots Paris has taken when they didn't turn the ball over that were under 10 seconds left on the shot clock. I bet it's been a lot of them.
Keonta Dowdy and Dominic Brooks are checking into the game. This is Keonta's first appearance in the game. Now all Lady Cardinals have played in the game. Shot won't fall. Rebound by Dominic Brooks, fighting to keep the control, and she's going to be fouled by Vache Martin, and that's going to be the second on Martin. And that's someone that the Lady Dragons obviously don't want to get into foul trouble because she's the only player that scored so far, Jason.
Yeah, and boy, it's been a long time since they've scored too.
Jason, we should mention a couple weeks ago, last week I should say, the Lady Dragons were playing Kilgore and only scored 10 points at halftime. They were down 27-10 at halftime of that game.
That's right.
Brooks with the free throw is no good. It's a 1-and-1, so the rebound and possession goes to the Lady Dragons. They're looking to snap a cold spell. It's been a great job by the post for the Lady Cardinals defense inside, I think. And we're going to have a little touchy foul going on here, I think. Going to go against Rodrika Patton. That's going to be the 18th foul or 17th foul. That's going to send the Lady Dragons to the free throw line as Shannon Smith is coming in for Rodrika. That's a long period of stretch of playing time there for Rodrika.
Yeah, I mean, and gosh, when she's making that kind of play, you need her. I mean, and of course they need all of them, but she's just fun to watch. I know I keep saying the same thing over and over again, but just a hustle player. You got to respect that.
Kelsey Ewings with the free throw attempt is no good. Rebound is controlled by Dowdy. Lady Cardinals on the run. Crystal Henderson pulls up with a short jumper, no good. And loose ball is going to be controlled by the Lady Dragons. They didn't make it look too pretty. Henderson working against Ewings, number 5 for the Lady Dragons. Little motion offense here, trying to create a gap and some space to get off a good shot. Coming up on 5 seconds on the shot clock. Now we're at 5. Shot attempt is no good. Rebound goes to the Lady Dragons. Putback is no good. And, boy, they are just as cold as they can be, Jason. Yeah, Lady Cardinals on the run. Smith tried to hit Savannah Carter breaking towards the goal, but the pass sails out of bounds, and the Lady Dragons catch a break there. They were outnumbered on the break.
But yeah, Paris is 3 of 11 right now, and I think they haven't scored since somewhere around maybe the 13-minute mark, something like that.
It was something like that. They had. I know they led 6-4 at one point. I didn't note the time.
Of course, Trinity Valley's 3 of 16 right now, Benny, but they've got the lead. So
Victoria Wells is now out on the ball. She's working against Vaughn, number 15. Lady Dragons can try anything they can. They got to get the ball to Martin. She's their biggest threat, and that's what they're going to do is at least get her to the free throw line, I would think, Jason.
This
foul's going to go against Dominic Brooks, number 33, 6'4" freshman out of Chicago.
Getting to the free throw line would be a big relief for Paris, I'd imagine, at this point. They're just wanting to score again.
Martin. First free throw attempt is good. So the Lady Dragons finally score. I think it's been about 6.5 or 7 minutes, as Jason pointed out, since the Lady Dragons last scored.
And they're all her points.
Yeah, Martin has scored the entire total. Taking her time at the free throw line. And this one falls, and we're at 15-8. So a 7-point Lady Cardinal lead. Not a lot of points in it so far. Brooks takes it to the goal. Doesn't get the shot to fall. So Shannon Smith battling for the rebound to get position, and he goes out of bounds. And Sean LeBoeuf is just grabbing one of the officials and talking to him, not in an unkind way, I mean, just but put his arm around him and said, "Hey, what is that?" That was a forced pass there by Brooks. Welsh attempted to save it, but he goes out of bounds off of Victoria, and the ball will go to the Lady Dragons, who have a chance now to cut into the Lady Cardinals' 7-point lead. Just constant pressure by the Lady Cardinals on the ball. I'm thinking they need to get the ball in Martin's hands if you're Paris. And Dominic Brooks with the block. Well, great job by Dominic Brooks, and they really, if she's going to start coming on to being a factor inside like that, that just strengthens the Lady Cardinals' already depth advantage over most teams. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Brooks with the rebound, gets it out to Carter, and the Lady Cardinals have numbers. This is going to be a layup for Savannah Carter, and she gets it to fall, and that's a defensive created score right there, Jason.
Yeah, absolutely. And several of their buckets have been, just haven't been a whole lot of them yet.
And Lena Lovato sending in a fresh 5 here, and that's all she's doing, Jason. She's just trying to wear down the Lady Dragons. Paris is going to counter with Adrian Small, number 40, but a nice hand, a well-deserved hand for that 5 that was out on the floor for the Lady Cardinals.
I mean, created a lot of, you're talking about a lot of your kids coming off the bench there, your bench players that created that space that Trinity Valley is now enjoying at 17-8.
Paris just wants to keep it close and have a chance in the final 10 minutes of the game to pull it out. 3-pointers up and no good. Rebound goes to Onschling, and she gets it to Henderson. Henderson was late trying to get a pass to Allen, and she decides to go the distance. And Crystal Henderson with the coast-to-coast drive. And the Lady Cardinals now up 19-8. Paris almost threw it away, but the ball goes off of Rodrika Patton. And a great little spurt here by the Lady Cardinals. They try to close out the first half. We're under 5 minutes, and it's 19-8.
Well, we said that they started 1 of 11. They're 4 of 8 right now since then, and that's why you're seeing the difference in the lead.
There's just a lazy pass intercepted by Onschling. Crystal Henderson gives it up to Patton. Patton puts up the 3-pointer. No good. She's already hit one tonight. Loose ball is controlled by Martin, and the Lady Dragons will control the basketball. Whoop. You don't want to do that around Rodrika Patton. She is going to the floor to get one. Little Rodrika Patton turning into a defensive specialist. Shalante Allen for 3. Got it. There's Shalante Allen. And now then the Lady Cardinals are turning up the pressure just a little bit here. And Shalante Allen, coming off a 38-point performance, almost comes up with a steal. She had 7 3-pointers against Panola the other night in that 73-53 victory. Lady Dragons get the ball to Martin. She's going to be able to draw the foul. It's going to go against Onschling. It's going to be her first personal foul. but it's going to send Martin to the free throw line, Jason. She has all 8 points so far for the Lady Dragons.
Yeah, and it's been a while since they've scored. As we mentioned now, they're 3 of 14. Just looking for something. I believe when she stepped at the free throw line the last time, she missed both shots. I'm sorry, she made both.
Made both shots, yeah. So Martin back at the free throw line. She's got all 8 of Paris's points, so she gets this one to fall. So she's now scored all 9 Paris points at the 4:05 mark of the first half, and the Lady Cardinals owning a 22-9 lead. As we mentioned, Paris had 10 points the other night and had lost to Kilgore. They were down 27-10 at halftime. This rebound goes to Adut, and the Lady Cardinals quickly go on the attack. Henderson directing the offense. Gives it off to Adut. Adut makes a move along the baseline, doesn't get it to go, and the rebound was fought for by Onschling, but she couldn't control it for the Lady Cardinals. And here come the Lady Dragons, who put up a shot, no good. And Shalante Allen winds up with the basketball, and she goes on the attack. Great move. There's a whistle, but Shalante Allen with a great move to avoid collision is going to draw the foul. Well, that was really nice there, Jason.
Yeah, she kind of did a little sidewinder thing through the lane, and you know, when she had a much larger player trying to block the shot, she just kind of twisted her body a little bit and had a real good shot of getting that down for a three-point play.
Well, Shalante's having a great freshman year already, and boy, I can only imagine what she's going to be like next year when she's a sophomore. This free throw attempt is good. Shalante Allen.
It's her 6th point.
She now has 6 points for the Lady Cardinals, and Coach Lovato, Jason's doing a lot of 5-on-5 subbing tonight, something we haven't seen a lot from her. Now, Michael and Kenya Landers will do that a lot, but Elena hasn't done that much, and we're seeing it a little bit more so in this game tonight.
And again, when you have the bench problems that Paris is going to have possibly toward the end of the game, that's going to be tough.
This free throw is no good. Rebound is controlled by the Lady Dragons. We're at 23-9, waiting to check in for Savannah Carter. Savannah Carter's waiting to check in for Shalante Allen, I believe. Lady Cardinals have worked this entire game on the defensive end. Inside of 10 seconds on the shot clock. 4 on the shot clock. Lady Dragons get it off to buy a fresh shot clock, but Smith, Shannon Smith saved the ball, was fouled, and then wasn't sure what the call was going to be, and she tried to throw it off of the Paris player to save possession, but the foul is going to go the Lady Cardinals' way, and that's going to send Shannon Smith to the free throw line. And Jason, Shannon, I don't think has she scored yet tonight?
She's got 4 points.
She's got 4 points, okay. Well, Shannon is averaging 14.1 points a game.
And that was the second foul on Shanice Hill, so.
Shannon gets that free throw to fall. Have a couple of substitutions for the Lady Dragons. Castro Gambrell, number 24, and Ashley Johnson, number 23, are now in the game for the Lady Dragons. 3:01 left in the first half. They're going to wave that free throw off, claiming a lane violation. So it will stay at 24-9. Lady Cardinals have pressed this entire half, Jason. Yeah. So Savannah overcommitted herself there, is going to pick up her second foul. Of course, this plays into the Lady Dragons' hand because they get to go to the free throw line, Jason, with no time running off the clock.
Well, that's right. And she haven't had a whole lot of luck. They missed their last 10 shots. They're 3 of 16 now, so this will be as good a place as any.
And she gets Ewings gets the first free throw attempt to fall. She's averaging 9.8 points a game. And in the first meeting against the Lady Cardinals, she scored 15 points that game. And this free throw attempt is good. 24-10 at the 2:53 mark. And now Paris comes out with a little pressure defense. 5-on-5, if you will. Smith with a three-pointer from out front, no good. Rebound is going to go to Savannah Carter. She feeds Smith driving in. Smith makes a weaving move and scores the bucket. A nice job of body control that time by Shannon Smith. As we mentioned, she's already signed with University of Michigan. 26-11. It's going to be a turnover as Martin couldn't save the ball as it was going out of bounds. She stepped on the baseline.
And that's their 14th turnover, Benny.
14 turnovers, and they're averaging 22.8 a game. Lady Cardinals average 15.5 turnovers a game. Lady Cardinals working the ball around the perimeter. Ill-advised pass by Victoria Wells there. Tried to pass it over the top of the defense, and the defense had position. 6 turnovers now for the Lady Cardinals. Well, the Lady Dragons just can't buy a shot from the floor. Ooh. Savannah was tripped and goes down, doesn't get called for travel. There's no foul call, so got pretty fortunate there, I think. Yeah, Lady Cardinals caught a couple of breaks during that possession, I thought, Jason.
Maybe so.
Minute 10 left in the first half. Lady Cardinals up in a low-scoring game, 26-11, but they have played at a much faster and successful pace over the last 10 minutes of the half anyway.
Yeah, still a strange game, and just so many weird things happening right now. Paris has missed their last 12 shots. They've got 14 turnovers and just 3 more shot attempts than turnovers right now. That's a formula for not winning.
Henderson puts up the three-pointer, no good. Shot clock goes off. Rebound controlled by Duke Bagag. She dishes it off to Dowdy underneath, and we're going to have a traveling violation on Keontae. So another opportunity for the Lady Dragons to cut into the Lady Cardinals' 26-11 lead. It hasn't been easy, though, because the Lady Cardinals have really been all over them with the pressure defense. Hard to work against somebody as quick as Rodrika Patton, number 4, and you see the Lady Dragons turn it over. Well, Jace, you just sense the Lady Cardinals are just a couple of spurts here away from really totally having this game in command.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they haven't played their kind of game, at least offensively. Defensively, they've just played lights out. Incredible. But you just, like we've said before on these broadcasts, just kind of waiting for those runs because you know they're coming.
Henderson directing traffic now over to Smith, back to Henderson. Patton in the corner. Get the ball inside to Carter. She puts a little soft runner. No good. Duke did a great job of saving the ball, throwing it in bounds, but it goes off of Paris's Shanice Vaughn, and the ball will stay with the Lady Cardinals with 18 seconds left on the shot clock. So, Rodrika thought about pulling the trigger on a 3. Six on the shot clock. Duke puts up the shot that's blocked. Martin got a hand on that one. And the Lady Dragons will no doubt play for the final shot. Just don't want to send him to the line with a foul. And with 2.4 seconds, Rodrika Patton's going to pick up another personal foul. I believe that's her second. Give the Lady Dragons a chance to score. Kelsey Ewing's at the free throw line.
Hate that right there with 2.4 seconds left, but
yeah, that one hurts there because you really don't have time to get off a great shot if you get the rebound or once you inbounds the ball.
Well, Benny, one other player aside from Vaucher Martin has scored from Paris, and it's Kelsey Ewing. That's her 3rd point right there. And aside from those two, that's it right now, and that's going to be it with 2.4 seconds probably.
Free throw is good. We're at 26-13. The Lady Cardinals got 2.4 seconds. And Henderson's just going to let the clock run out. And we're going to be at halftime here at Leon Spencer Court at Cardinal Gym as the Cardinal Regiment plays the TVCC fight song. And the Lady Cardinals own a 26-13 lead. Again, they're going to have some special ceremonies here at halftime for the Play for K initiative that the college has taken part in for 6 years. And when they get that ready to go, we'll turn you over to that at halftime as Jason totals the first half scoring. Sean LaBeouf is talking to the officials, trying to get their attention on something.
Ladies and gentlemen, now have your attention, please. At this time, we will have a special announcement and a special presentation by the TVCC head football coach and athletic director, Mr. Brad Smiley.
I'm calling you down. Come on. You don't have a choice when you come to get dressed like that. Come on down. Hey guys, appreciate you coming out tonight. This is a great deal. It's a great crowd. Obviously coming out showing your support. Everybody's got their pink on. Everybody's doing what they can to play for K. Stand right here. We're gonna make some money for K out here for the Play for Fun. Hey, I just wanted to, a lot of people, you understand Play for K, you hear about it, you see it on TV across the nation, women's basketball coaches supporting breast cancer research and cancer research across the country. That's what we're doing here tonight. And here in Athens, Texas, and at Trinity Valley, doing our part, doing what we can. You know, the K-Yow Cancer Research Fund's named after K-Yow, who was the former women's basketball coach at North Carolina State University, who suffered with the disease and lost her fight in 2009. But the institute and the fund in her name goes on across the country. So everything's about raising money for the cutting edge research and whatever they can do by the nation's top doctors to find a cure for the terrible disease. Stop laughing. I don't know if you're laughing at me or yourself. But the fund has raised over $7 million to date. Athens, Texas alone, exactly. We're doing our part. Last year we raised over $4,200 here in Athens, Texas at Trinity Valley. Again. And of course our goal this year is to hit the $5,500 mark. So to start it off, obviously, you know, there's a lot of things that you guys can do. There's zone shirts, a lot of you are wearing, everybody for $10 a piece. You can get those shirts. All the money, everything raised tonight is going to go to the Cancer Research Fund and the Play for K organization. So whatever you can do to help, we'd love for you to. So I wanted to start, so there's some auction and silent auction stuff going on outside, and I'll get to that here in a second, but I wanted to maybe start the evening off with maybe say first person that can show me a $20 bill, we might get to see what's under LeVar Robinson's robe here. Lele is a freshman quarterback from Florida. He just got here on campus. Anybody? Oh, Miss Jane Black, ladies and gentlemen. Miss Jane Black, ladies and gentlemen. All right, Lele, you got to put the skateboard down here. You don't have to show everybody, you can just show her. Yeah, she wants to show everybody. What do you got under there, Lele? This is a nationally televised broadcast, let's not forget. Hey! it off. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Lily. Outside in the lobby, there's several items up for auction. There's a blanket out there with the Lady Cards pictures on it. It was awesome. We got the national champion Lady Cards basketball jersey signed by last year's national championship team. The Play for K pink basketball autographed by the team. TVCC Lady Cards signed schedules, pink goodie baskets, season passes. There's two unbelievable looking cakes. Diane Milner, what a talent we have here on campus. That is an absolute beautiful cake. And then also there's the Cherry Laurel. Cherry Laurel has sponsored a butter rum cake that's out there that actually my daughter made me bid on. And the bidding will end. It's going on right now. It's been going on. It's going to end. When halftime's over, it'll end. That way we'll be able to get the winners their things and their whatever they purchased or sold their items. Also, we've got cotton candy out there for sale as well, so do what you can to raise the money. You can also just give donations, cut a check, drop some cash, whatever you have to do. Just do what you can do so we can raise some money. Got a few people to thank. First, I want to thank my wife for this awesome button she made me. This is my mother, Shirley Smiley, who passed away from breast cancer on December 15th of 1993. So my sister and I know she's watching the telecast or the webcast, so hey, Elizabeth. Whatever we can do to help, obviously, we want to be involved. But our sponsors, the McDonald's, the Lilies, Kevin and Janine, they sponsored all the rally towels tonight that we gave out. The sponsors on the T-shirts from Athens Screen Printing, American National Bank, Edward Jones Investments, Tony Calave, First State Bank, the Hannigan Smith, the Traxon family, McGillivray Collision Center, and Super 8. We want to thank Party Jumpers for donating the cotton candy machine. We want to thank the Cherry Laurel for the butter rum cake. Diane Milner we talked about. The Trinity Valley Cosmetology students and staff for raising their awareness throughout the community, doing what they can. Miss Charlotte Phillips in the business office for receiving all the funds. The bookstore, supplies we've gotten from them. The Trinity Valley cheerleaders for working hard out in the front lobby. The Lady Cards softball team for creating the pink acknowledgement wall. And then, of course, everybody involved in tonight, especially the committee members, Miss Judith McGillivray, Miss Lucy Strom, and Miss Jane Black. This is an awesome event. You guys have done a great job. I do want to close out. Sorry, ran over my time, Lucy. This evening, we want to recognize a member of the Trinity Valley family, a survivor who will celebrate another birthday in February 2013, and someone who helped give birth to the Play for K, formerly the WBCA Pink Zone here at Trinity Valley. Jane Black became a member of our Trinity Valley family in 1990 and retired in February of 2012. She served the college in several capacities from 2003 to February 12th. From 2003 to February 2012, she was the executive assistant to the president. She continues to be a part of the Play for K team along with Lucy and Judith. This event would not be possible without any of theirs or her specifically dedication, and it continues to grow each year with her involvement. This evening we're presenting Jane with a scrapbook that Judith holds here filled with much love and memories from the previous 5 Pink Zone Play for K games. And we also, as Lucy, a poster presenting to her Miss Jane Black. Let's give her a round of applause. All right, guys, you want to let Jane do it? Miss Jane, why don't you stay out here? We'll let you draw for the basketball. The basketball, this is all the survivors in the house. We've got the side basketball, Play for K. She's going to draw us a name, and then we'll let the teams hit the court and warm up, I guess. Carol Beasley. Guys, we want to thank you again for all of your support. Halftime's almost over. You got 5 minutes to go out there and bid on some things. Appreciate everything that you've done. You guys have a great evening. Go Cards.
Great job by Athletic Director and head football coach Brad Smiley conducting the play for K ceremonies at halftime. We're about 5 minutes away from the start of the second half. Very nice crowd here for tonight, and of course you heard Brad say that the goal is to raise about $5,500 this year, Jason, for the K-Yow Fund that will help with the research for find a cure for breast cancer and all cancers for that matter.
Yeah, it's just an awesome deal. It's an awesome thing to be a part of, and the cool thing is it's obviously not something that just, is kind of a little flash in the pan thing at the college. You can see by the number of people in here that are wearing pink shirts, that are waving pink towels, how on board everybody is with that effort. I'm just glad Brad knew what was under the road before everybody else, because I didn't know what was fixing to happen.
Yeah, it was a pretty nice moment there. Jason, for the last 4 or 5 years when we've done this, and of course Michael Landers has been here, he's conducted a halftime, and always just such a poignant moment when he would ask anyone who's ever been affected by cancer to stand, and you look around and everybody in the building standing.
Yeah, definitely.
So anyway, we thank everybody for their participation tonight, and for those who have purchased items to raise money for breast cancer awareness and for research, and all that money will go for obviously a really good cause. Jason, why don't we take a look at you run down the scoring here with the Lady Cardinals up 26-13 at halftime here at Leon Spencer Court at Cardinal Gym against the Paris Lady Dragons.
Well, let's start with a few stats for the Paris Lady Dragons. They're led by, we talked about a lot in the first half, O'Shea Martin has 9 points. The only other player to score right now for Paris is Kelsey Ewings, who has 4 points. Paris turned the ball over 15 times, Benny. They were 3 of 17 from the floor. They missed their final 11 shots of the first half. So that tells a lot of the story right there. When we say that, it's not that you're criticizing or anything, but that tells a big story for Paris right now and what's going wrong. For Trinity Valley, they were led in scoring by Shannon Smith with 7 points in the first half. Shawante Allen had 6. Rodrika Patton had 5. Savannah Carter had 3. Dominique Brooks had 2. Crystal Henderson had 2. And Aduk Bolgak had 1. Trinity Valley turned the ball over 7 times. They were 7 of 27 from the floor, which isn't great, but, in comparison, it's not bad. They were 2 of 10 from the three-point arc.
Well, and I think the Lady Cardinals missed their first 5 shots, wasn't it?
They missed their first 6, and they started 1 of 11.
Right.
So obviously the second half was second part was much better.
Exactly. Both teams are back out on the floor getting loosened up for the second half. We should mention that the Cardinals are on the road tonight. They're at Paris, and that game will tip off at 7 p.m., and if we get any updates from that, we can pass those along. Cardinal coaches are now coming back out from the halftime. Again, we just look across the way and just see a nice crowd. Now, some of the folks have stepped outside to the lobby now that halftime festivities are over with, but they'll make their way back, and we'll have a big crowd again for the second half. We'll see if we have any scoring going on.
While you're looking there, Benny, it's just, you mentioned this before, but to get folks out on a Wednesday evening, it's tough. Folks are just getting off work, and, you've seen attendance at Wednesday games all around, the region that we've covered over the years, that it's just hard sometimes to get the fans out, and that just makes the showing right here all that much more awesome. That, obviously there's a cause here tonight, too, more than basketball, so that's drawing a lot of people out, but these games are always pretty well attended, and tonight is just a really neat showing of folks, that have come out to support the Lady Cards and that have come out to support the K-Yow Foundation and that effort.
Absolutely, and we mentioned, Jason, we got a 26-13 halftime score, as you can see there on your screen. And the first time these two teams played, it was 63-51, so we're really not even at that pace.
Yeah.
But you just know that the Lady Cardinals are of the makeup. If they can hit a spurt at any time and really get back on track as far as their average, that they're averaging 77.4 points a game. So even if they just scored the 63 points that they had the last time, you can see where they're going to have to step it up a little bit there in the second half. They're 37 points off of that right now. So, of course, let's face it, in this league, in any league, the W is the thing that matters.
Yeah.
You don't get style points, although you'd like to have style points.
Yeah.
You don't get style points.
Well, you're right, though. In the end, nobody's going to remember a slow first half for Trinity Valley. But
I think we should say something, and I know you touched on it several times during the first half. holding the team to 13 points in the first half is pretty special.
Yeah, it is. I mean, and Paris struggled, but you got to look at it. Paris struggled because of the Trinity Valley intensity on defense and the fact that they can sub in 5 and then sub in maybe 3 more after that. I mean, and just you saw some players coming deep off the bench. A Dominique Brooks, I mean, coming in there and having an impact. And she's not even coming in that second wave necessarily. But, I mean, you just got a lot of players that can make an impact. And then you look at Paris, you mentioned 9 players. You just don't have that ability to give somebody a breather if they need it. Now, where that really becomes a problem is when you're dealing with fouls. Nobody's in real big foul trouble right now. Nobody has more than 2 fouls in the game. But that doesn't put any air in your lungs when you're trying to run down the floor and do things. And that affects you on both ends of the floor. If you're tired because you're getting worked on offense, as you come down and try to play some defense, you're still tired.
The Lady Dragons will have the ball to start the second half, and it'll be interesting to see what Sean LaBeouf has, what any changes he might make in his strategy or here is the second half, because they've got to get more shots off, Jason. That's one thing about it, because they were getting 1 shot per possession.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely.
And they weren't always good shots. Many times they shot the ball as the shot clock was inside of 5 seconds.
Yeah.
And we are underway here in the second half on the Cardinal Sports Network. TVCC versus Parish Women's Basketball. Dragons immediately go to Vonshea Martin, and she had a big first half for him, and she comes up for him here to start the second half just the way she started the game. It's an 11-point Lady Cardinal lead. We're just underway here in the second half. Shalante Allen to Henderson, over to Victoria Wells. Shalante Allen puts up a 3-pointer, shoots an air ball. Is saved, or looked like it was going to be saved by Victoria Wells, but she steps out of bounds. And just like that, Jason, the Lady Dragons get a stop, and they got to convert. I mean, you've got to convert every chance you get a stop.
Well, I think from the beginning we both recognized, and probably the fans at home, that Paris wants to move that ball inside. We've seen a lot of teams come out and try to shoot the lights out against Trinity Valley. I imagine they're going to keep trying to pound it in the paint like they just did for that first score of the half.
Steal by Shannon Smith. Lady Cardinals have a 2-1 break. Smith puts up the shot, a little too hard. It falls, goes in and out, and it's controlled by Castro Gambrell. Another stop by the Lady Dragons, who get the ball down to Martin, and she's going to be fouled. She'll go to the free throw line. Foul's going to go against Victoria Wells, number 1. That's her second personal foul. That's going to send Martin to the free throw line. She's done a good bulk of her scoring from the free throw line. Gets this one to fall. Got a chance to get the Lady Dragons within single digits now. It's 26-16. We were 26-13 at halftime. Lady Cardinals need to get that offensive punch going from the start so that they don't let Paris start feeling good about things again and get back into the game. 26-17.
That was Martin's 13th point of the evening.
It's going to be a held ball. It will belong to the Lady Cardinals. Just a bad-looking start to that possession.
Yeah. And, I mean, if you're Paris, as bad as everything looked in the first half, if you're Sean LaBeouf, you go in the halftime locker room and you say, hey, we played terrible, but we're not that far out of it. So you're seeing right now a chance for Paris to crawl back into it a little bit.
Lady Cardinals need something positive to happen. Don't want Paris to hang around. The dude's asking for the ball. She's got that shot out there. Shalante Allen drives the baseline. It's going to be fouled on the floor. Foul's going to go against Shanice Vaughn. That's her second. Lady Cardinals get the ball into Henderson. I think Shannon Smith thought she was fouled, but the official just said she was out of bounds and not a foul. So the ball will go over to the Lady Dragons. Jason, it's 3 straight possessions now. Nothing for the Lady Cardinals, with the Lady Dragons having a chance to answer.
Yeah, they need to wake up. And Shannon Smith got hit in the face is what happened, Benny. And she was walking right by us to check out of the game. She had a big red mark on her face. That's what it was. But nevertheless, you're right. Now Trinity Valley's kind of slowing up here and or at least not hitting the gas like they need to, and Paris has got a little bit of an opening.
2 minutes into the second half, 26-17. It was 26-13 at halftime. Shots up, no good. Controlled, rebound controlled by Savannah Carter. Lady Cardinals go on the run. Carter feeds it up to a Duke, and the Duke gets the rebound, the shot to fall. Nice job of running the floor by Savannah Carter and the Duke Bagat. Much needed score for the Lady Cardinals. Now they're on the defense, trapping the ball, don't get it. Lady Dragons trying to find an opening, and the Duke Bagat's going to be called for her, I believe it's her first personal foul, Jason.
That's right.
We mentioned she did not play the first game against Paris. She was injured, and she has yet to score tonight, and she is averaging 15.2 points a game. She has 3 points, but still below her average. That was a long 5-second count there.
Seen a couple of those long 5-second counts. They're right on the wire, just like their shot clocks. You know, they're working those shot clocks down a lot too.
Great job by Onschling of controlling the rebound off the miss by Shanice Vaughn, who drove the baseline. Lady Cardinals quickly on a spinning move by Shalante Allen. She misses it, but Onschling's there for the rebound. Now it's Carter back over to Patton. Patton puts up a 3-pointer. It's no good. Onschling with the rebound, but she can't control it this time, and it goes with Ewings for the Lady Dragons. Had a chance to be a real good exchange for the Lady Dragons, and Sean LaBeouf has called a timeout. Not happy with something on the floor right now with his squad. 28-17 with 16:40 left. We were 26-13 at halftime.
I'm kind of surprised how this has gone, Benny. I guess you may be too. I don't know. The scoring it's just been kind of a weird game, and it just kind of continues. You know, Paris, just like they did in the first half, they've only had 3 shot attempts here in the first about 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 10 seconds, whatever. You know, Trinity Valley has started off 1 of 5, so I mean, it's kind of at least it's starting to look like just a mirror image of that first half. And the score remains really crazy low. And
that's what Paris wants.
Yeah.
I mean, they want to keep it close going into the last part of the second half here, the last 7 or 8 minutes, let's say, and to have a chance to pull a big upset out on the road, I should say. The Lady Cardinals, we mentioned, have won 39 straight home games, so they're looking to protect that streak right now.
Well, you know, one of the things that they've got to fix is the turnovers. They've got 16 now, and your low-scoring plan will work until you turn the ball over that many times.
10 on the shot clock. Martin with the basketball, puts up the jumper. Got a nice shot. She misses that one. Wasn't a bad shot there as Savannah Carter controls the rebound, gets it out to Crystal Henderson. Henderson pulls up for the outside jumper, no good. Rebound was kept alive by Dowdy. Great job by Keontae. That was an ill-advised pass that time by Onschling, trying to get the ball inside to Dowdy. So it's a turnover and a chance for the Lady Dragons to convert. But one thing about it, Jason, the Lady Cardinal defense has been solid the entire game so far.
Yeah, it really has. They have really just done a great job of playing D and staying tight. Everything's contested. Everybody's been contested, and if there's a word that means more than contested, that's what they've been doing.
Gets the ball down low to Mark. She's working against Onschling. Spin movers, contact, but there's no foul. Long pass to Dowdy from Crystal Henderson. She puts up the shot and gets it to fall, and Crystal Henderson pulls the trigger on a half-court pass. Now Henderson on the defensive end. It's 30-17 Lady Cardinals. Got the lead back up to 13. Trying to fight off the Lady Dragons, who always play them tight. Oh, my goodness. a drive and an excuse me layup as Castro Gambrell gets the shot to fall. A nice job, but boy, I didn't think that shot had a chance.
I don't know if she thought she was going to get fouled or if she just had given up on it, but she just kind of threw it up there and it went in. It happens.
Savannah Carter. Onsling puts up the three-pointer out front. No good. Rebound goes to Martin, almost stolen by Crystal Henderson. Now here come the Lady Dragons on the run for one of the few times tonight, and she travels.
That's Paris' 17th turnover. And just in the stat department, Benny, also kind of interesting note here, Trinity Valley has taken 8 shots. 4 of those shots have been from three-point range, and they're just 2 of 8 now to start the second half, but 4 of those 8 shots have been from three-point range.
Well, that's a case there, Jason, of the Lady Dragons having a break and not used to running the break, or that's not their style, and they turned the ball over.
Yeah.
Shannon Smith now directing the offense for the Lady Cardinals. Gets it to Bugak. That's her. She's got that shot, as you can see. She feels very comfortable out there taking that shot.
That's her 5th points of the game there, too. You can just see with the way she moves for somebody that's 6'4". You know, we've seen a lot of them come through here, but not all of them move like she does.
And there's an unforced error there as the ball is thrown out of bounds by Ewings.
Definitely some talented, tall players that have come through here, but, sometimes you see it takes them a little while to kind of get a feel for this speed of the game, and I'm sure that she had that adjustment too, but she just glides a lot better. She doesn't seem like it's as awkward to move around as fast as you have to play here.
Well, I couldn't have said that any better, Jason. Shalonte Allen with a three-pointer, in and out, no good. Rebound goes to the Lady Dragons, Hill, and now here goes Paris on the attack, running the break, and they finally get a layup to fall. That's going to be Shanice Vaughn. It'll be interesting to see if Paris is going to try to play at that pace. I don't think they can win at that pace. Shannon Smith for 3. No good. Rebound by Victoria Wells. Foul's going to be on Shanice Hill, number 3 for Paris. I think that's her 3rd. Bulgak puts up a three-pointer from deep in the corner, I should say, and doesn't get this one to fall. And here's Paris running the floor again with the break, and they're going to get a chance at an and one as Brooks is going to foul Vache Martin, and that's going to give the Lady Dragons an opportunity here at a three-point play. As the last 2 times down now, Paris has kind of been in a quicker pace running the floor. Be interesting to see if they go that route. I'm sorry, that is not Martin. That's my bad. That's Adrian Small, number 40. Shalonte Allen on the dribble, pull-up jumper, gets it. She's hard to guard, and boy, when she hits that shot, you can see why. She creates space for herself.
Well, Benny, they needed that too. They had missed several shots in a row from three-point range. She has 8 points now.
And that's just a foul there that Victoria's going to get called for. She using her arms instead of her legs to get to move, and that's going to be her 3rd personal foul. And I have to say this, Alana Lovato has definitely done the 5-on-5 tonight more than at any point I've seen her do this season. So it's obviously something she thinks is going to be very effective and has been effective against Paris, as we're at 34-23 at the 12:56 mark. And we have a travel. Turnover by the Lady Cardinals. Here's where the Lady Cardinals need to convert, turn these turnovers into some points and open up some more breathing room. Already up by 11. Henderson back out to Carter, and she takes steps.
Well, that's turnover number 10 for Trinity Valley.
Lady Cardinals average about 15 points. Well, they do average 15.5 a game. They average forcing 27.7 a game.
Well, and that last turnover by Paris was their 19th, so.
Shot is up and no good. Now off the hands of Vaughn. Ball will go to the Lady Cardinals. The Lady Cardinals aren't going to waste any time getting the ball down the floor, that's for sure. Rodrika Patton drives the baseline, puts up the shot. Thought she'd draw contact and get a foul, but she doesn't. Now here come the Lady Dragons one more time. And we're going to have a foul that time. Shooting the ball with Shanice Vaughn. She puts up the shot and she's fouled. Savannah Carter's going to pick up her third personal foul. 34-23. The Lady Dragons have a chance to get in within single digits at the free throw line. Lady Cardinals have had some opportunities to build on that lead, but have not converted when they've had the ball the last couple of trips. This free throw attempt is good. Lady Dragons have hit their free throws tonight. Number 15, Shanice Vaughn, a 5'8" freshman out of Brooklyn, New York. And this one's good. And it's 34-25, and here's some pressure now from the Lady Dragons. Now they're going to back out of it pretty quick. Lady Cardinals need to get a good possession here. Not sure about that pass. They got away with it. Dowdy on the drive is going to draw the foul. So Keontae is going to go to the free throw line to shoot two. Of course, Jason, we mentioned last Lady Cardinal game, Keontae's a 6'1" freshman out of New Orleans, Louisiana, who had signed with Lon Morris. Then when Lon Morris closed his doors, it left her with no place to play. And Elena Lovato quickly went to work recruiting her for Trinity Valley. Going to go to the line to shoot two. Now, this one's no good. Got to hit your free throws. Got to hit your free throws. Especially when you got a team that wants it to be a low-scoring game and they've crept within 9 of you. I don't know that Paris could go on any big run, but you don't want to keep that as within the realm of possibility. Second free throw attempt is up and good. At a 10-point lead for the Lady Cardinals, 35-25. And Rodrika Patton almost comes up with a steal. Rodrika thought she had knocked it off of Ewings before the ball went out of bounds, but the officials said not quite. Jason might mention, too, the officials are participating tonight. They've got pink whistles.
I didn't notice that, but they do.
For Savannah Carter working against out front, she's got to be careful. She's got 3 personal fouls. Lady Dragons just haven't been good with some of the fundamentals tonight, Jason. That's their 20th turnover, and we said many times already they do average 22.2 a game. And they're already about there, 22.8 a game. Lady Cardinals need to get a good possession here. Onschling passed off underneath, so it will not be a shooting foul. Foul's going to go against Vanshay Martin. I think that's her third. They're calling it a shooting foul. I thought she was passing it off.
She clearly decided to pass only after she was fouled. And we know that's because she's standing at the line.
Onschling at the line for 2. Doesn't get this one to fall. Got to clean these things up. These are the little things that if you're fortunate enough, as we've seen, Jason, to make it to the next level, you got to hit your free throws.
Well, we talk about that Grayson game that was such a classic. That's a game that you got to hit free throws like this.
Misses that one, so she misses both free throw attempts. Again, 5 more new Lady Cardinals are ready to check into the game. Martin. There's Rodrika Patton with the steal. The Lady Cardinals had numbers. I think Rodrika's hurt. I think she was poked in the eye. We got an official's timeout for an injury. She was definitely poked in the eye. You can see by the way she's reacting. Lady Cardinals are making putting 5 new players on the floor anyway. Because I think had she not been poked in the eye, the Lady Cardinals had numbers and were going on the break.
Yeah, I think you're right. Elena Lovato looked at her and said, "Are you okay?" And she said, "Yeah." So she's okay. Just it's one of those things you got to shake off a little bit. Fingers don't belong in eyes.
And Lady Cardinals will inbound. Shannon Smith to Victoria Wells, immediately back to Smith, who will direct the offense. Lady Dragons have dropped back. It looked like a 2-3 zone. Going to dare the Lady Cardinals to shoot over the top of it. They definitely have the firepower out there to do it. 3 on the shot clock. Smith puts up the shot, gets it to fall. Shannon Smith, as the shot clock expires, hits a three-pointer, a big three-pointer for the Lady Cardinals. And, boy, I didn't think that one had a prayer, Jason, but it was sure answered.
No, it didn't look like that, but that's her 10th point now. She leads the Lady Cardinals for the night.
38-25, Lady Cardinals. Great job of getting penetration by the Lady Dragons, but they missed the shot, and now here come the Lady Cardinals quickly on the attack. Shalonte Allen's not shy about taking it to the hoop. She misses the shot, battles with a rebound, and goes to Adu. Adu puts the shot up, and it's no good. There's still a fight for the ball, and it's controlled by the Lady Dragons. And here come the Lady Dragons on the runs. They had numbers briefly, and that's going to go against Victoria Wells. That's her 4th foul. That's twice now in this half that Victoria's been fouled by kind of, as I call a lazy foul, not moving her feet and using her arms.
Just kind of reached in there, trying to take a stab at the ball.
Neither team is in bonus. The Lady Dragons will be shooting on the next personal foul. Lady Cardinals have 16 fouls, and here comes the Lady Cardinal lineup here on the floor with firepower from the outside in the form of Henderson and Carter. And, of course, Duke Begag does have a good outside shot herself, so let's see if Paris stays with that 2-3 zone. 38-25 Lady Cardinals, well below their average of 77 points a game. Foul's going to be charged to Crystal Henderson, going to be her 2nd. That's going to send the Lady Dragons to the line for the 1-and-1. So the Lady Dragons will be shooting free throws the rest of the way. 9:29 left. Lady Dragons have only been called for 4 personal fouls here in the second half, so the Lady Cardinals are not near the bonus just yet. But free throw line will be a great opportunity for the Lady Dragons to cut into the Lady Cardinal lead, but they've got to hit them. Going to have to be a lane violation against the shooter, Vaughn. So a break for the Lady Cardinals.
That's the second time that's happened tonight for Paris.
Crystal Henderson working against Ewings, number 5 for Paris. Oh, got a little ticky-tack foul there. It's going to be charged to Shanice Vaughn. I think that's her 3rd.
Lady Cardinals substitution number 5, Shannon Smith.
Shannon Smith back out on the floor. Now then the Lady Cardinals have a lot of foul power out there on the floor from the outside in Carter, Henderson, and Smith. Definitely the lineup you'd want on the floor, but you see now Paris has gone back to the man defense. Yep. Duke shuffled her feet. Going to be called for the travel.
It's our 11th turnover, Benny.
Lady Cardinals average 15.5 a game. Boy, Paris got lucky there.
Saved by the referee.
Lady Cardinals really a little token pressure now on the ball. Trying to D it up inside. You'd think Paris would really want to get the ball to Martin, who just had a big-time pick. Rebound's going to go to Henderson. She dishes it off to Savannah Carter. She puts up the layup and gets it to fall. 40-25, Lady Cardinals. 15, I believe, their biggest lead of the game.
Yeah, it is, Benny. That's 5 points for Carter.
You see how quickly the Lady Cardinals can strike, though. Well, you just get an example of it. Henderson's always looking down the floor, pass the ball off. Loose ball. Savannah Carter goes down on the floor for it. Going to get a held ball. Ball's going to stay. Well, they're going to call a timeout. They're going to say Paris called a timeout before the held ball. The ball was going to go to Paris anyway, so that's a timeout that they didn't really have to take. So we have a 30-second timeout here with 8:05 left in the game. Lady Cardinals leading by a score of 40-25, having led 26-13 at halftime. Well, now they're saying it's a full timeout. Jason, this would be a good time to mention, and maybe we'll take a look at our webcast schedule coming up. Our next webcast will be on Saturday, February the 9th, when we officially dedicate the court as Leon Spencer Court. The women's game starts at 4. The ceremony will be at halftime of the women's game. Our pregame will start around 3:40, 3:50 that day prior to the women's game at 4. And the first time around, the Lady Cardinals defeated Tyler, and then the men lost a very tough game, 65-61. So it'll be Trinity Valley and Tyler here a week from Saturday. And as you see, as big a crowd as we have here tonight, Jason, I think that's going to fail by comparison to what we're going to see here that night.
Yeah, you're going to have a lot of folks in here, and Tyler always brings a nice rowdy crowd over here, just like there's a lot of Trinity Valley folks that go over there when those games happen. So there's just a lot going on.
Resuming play here after the Lon Morris timeout, the Lady Cardinals have their biggest lead of the game, 40-25, 8:05 to go. Ball does belong to the Lady Dragons, but as we mentioned, Jason, there's a held ball there, and of course it's natural instinct for a player to call a timeout, and Paris did, because they don't realize who the next possession is going to go to. The ball is going to be theirs no matter what.
Well, it's instinct, at least since you started seeing a lot on TV. You know, there was a time when in the NBA and in college basketball, you just saw it all the time, people calling timeouts, jumping out of bounds, and then everybody stopped and came to their senses and said, kind of like we talk about a lot here, hey, why are we saving this possession at this point of the game? So now, of course, with Paris, it's big, but
Shalonte Allen almost comes up with a steal. Little baseline jumper's no good. Rebound fought for by Martin. She loses it, and now we're going to have a shot clock violation. Fisher was on the spot watching that. You can see the horn must not have been set, or it didn't go off, did it?
I didn't hear it. That's their second shot clock violation, though, for Trinity Valley. You don't see two of those in the game a lot. 20-second turnover for Paris.
If I'm Paris, I'm getting the ball in Martin's hands as many times as I can down here down the stretch. Ball belongs to the Lady Cardinals right now. No-look pass by Allen to Carter. The shot misses. Carter misses the shot, I should say, and Gagak has a rebound go off her hands out of bounds, so the ball will go over to the Lady Dragons. Lady Dragons still in the backcourt. They spent 12 seconds back there. As Jason mentioned, you spent a lot of time back there against the Lady Cardinals. There goes Martin. Allen almost came up with a steal. Now we have a held ball. It is going to stay with Paris, but look how much time's on the shot clock. 3 seconds on the shot clock.
Yeah.
So the Lady Cardinals defend the inbounds. Might make Paris have to force up a shot.
Well, they're going to have to. You're not going to get a good look with 3 seconds left inbounding the ball.
Just don't want to foul. Well, that's going to send Martin to the line to shoot 3. As the shot clock's expiring. That was not just a dude just didn't play that one too well. That's going to send Martin to the line to shoot 3 free throws, and she's had a good night at the free throw line, so she's got a chance now here to hit 3 and pull the Lady Dragons back within a reasonable striking distance.
Well, you just got to know, and that's a learning experience, I guess, that if you've got your post player, your 6'3" post player taking a shot 2 feet behind the three-point line, that's a shot you're willing to let her get off and not risk a foul.
Well, so Martin finally misses one, so the Lady Cardinals are going to get out of this a little bit cheaper than it looked like they might. See, Alana Lovato is discussing things with a dude as she comes to the bench, and I know a dude she knows what she did, what she should have done. You just want to hold your ground when like you said, Jason, when you're 6'4". And she misses 2 of 3, but the rebound is controlled by the Lady Dragons, so they may wind up getting 3 points out of this possession anyway. Possibly even 4, I guess. Again, they're not shy about using as much time as they need to get off the shot. Five seconds on the shot clock. Shannon Smith goes to Savannah Carter real quickly. Carter makes a move, puts up a shot, is going to draw a foul. Savannah Carter is not shy about getting involved in contact.
Benny, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Amazingly enough, Paris has just taken 12 shots in this half. It definitely goes with what we've recognized as kind of the game plan is to just slow things down, low scoring. 17 shots in the first half, 12 shot attempts right now with about 6.5 minutes left in the second half.
Lady Cardinals have missed some free throws, though. They really have. They can make themselves difficult on themselves, Jason, when they get into close ball games.
No doubt.
And it's kept Paris from hanging around a little bit, too. So the Lady Cardinals definitely got a break down there when Martin missed 2 of 3 free throws. Carter's second free throw attempt. This was no good. Come the Lady Dragons. Still with a shot in this one, but they've got to go on a run. They can't afford to trade buckets or to take a lot of time in doing that. Five on the shot clock. Either they're going to have a foul call or a shot clock violation. Foul's going to be called on Shalante Allen. Jason, we've seen the Lady Cardinals get some fouls tonight with less than 3 seconds on the shot clock at least 3 times that I can remember.
Yeah, I think so. And, the foul out here on the three-pointer from Voche Martin is frustrating. That one a little less so. I mean, you want to try to still defend. Now, I thought that it was possibly Anchlin that had kind of come over and got him with the body, but they called the foul on Allen. Either way, kind of a tough deal.
So that's prompts Elena Lovato to call a timeout, full timeout, to reset the troops a little bit and tidy things up here for this finish because, again, you don't want to let Paris make any kind of surge that would give them any confidence if you were to play them in the regional tournament. I mean, they already believe they can play with Trinity Valley. They just lost 63 to 51 at their place, and if you come in here and lose by a lesser margin, I mean, that's really going to get Paris's attention and give them some confidence going into a possible matchup in the regional tournament. Paris is currently sitting in 8th place, and of course if they were to hold form and the Lady Cardinals hold form, 1 plays 8 in the first round of the regional tournament, and that's something you've got to look at if you're the Lady Cardinals, and I know that's why Elena Lovato's using that timeout to, just like I said, tidy things up and not let it get ugly and not let Paris have any kind of momentum on the drive home to Paris. Like if Paris were to make a run here and get within 6 or 7, I mean, while Trinity Valley would not be interested in any kind of moral victory, for Paris it might mean a different thing.
Yeah. And it's funny to even think about it in those terms, but, when you're a program like Trinity Valley, it's not just about winning and things like that. I mean, you think about that kind of stuff, it's just kind of a total domination kind of thing. You don't even want them to have a run to make them feel good.
Ewing's at the free throw line. She averages 9.8 points a game. This free throw attempt is no good, and now Paris is starting to miss some free throws that are proving costly for them. This one's in and out. Rebound goes to Shalante Allen, and Allen quickly pushes the ball down the floor. Allen puts up a three-pointer. Got it. Shalante Allen. She had 7 3-pointers against Panola in the Lady Cardinals' last game. 43-26 Lady Cardinals, their biggest lead of the game.
She now leads Trinity Valley with 11 points.
Another balanced scoring effort tonight for the Lady Cardinals.
It really is.
Yep. Shannon Smith's going to be called for the foul. It's going to send the Lady Dragons to the free throw line for 2. Ashley Johnson, a 5'8" freshman out of Marrero, Louisiana. Chance for the Lady Dragons at the free throw line. Free throw is no good. Rodrika Patton checks in for Crystal Henderson. Rodrika had a really nice stretch there in the first half, Jason, when she played, I would say, about 7 or 8 straight minutes and really, really played well. This free throw attempt is no good. Rebound control by Onschling. Shannon Smith over to Allen. Allen puts up the three-pointer, no good, and looked like a pinball up there. Bouncing around off the shot clock and off the support of the goal. You can tell a shooter, though, like Shalana Allen, she felt it after she hit that last time down. She wanted to see if she can back it up. Nice job by Rodrika Patton of getting the held ball, and it'll be a turnover because the ball goes over to the Lady Cardinals.
It's 23 now.
As we mentioned, Paris averages 22.8 a game, so
there it is.
There it is. Again, the Lady Cardinals will be on the road Saturday, Jason. They go to Houston to play San Jacinto. Game time is at 4 p.m. The Cardinals will be at home Saturday to play Bossier Parish in a game that you can listen to at Urie'sTexas.com. Got a shot lane violation, 3-second violation against Dominic Brooks, I believe. Again, you can listen to Saturday's men's game at Urie'sTexas.com. It will be audio streamed by KYYK 98.3 FM at Urie'sTexas.com Saturday at 4 o'clock. So Brooks comes up with a steal after having been called for a 3-second violation. Carter feeds it to Allen. Allen makes a move along the baseline, puts up the shot, is going to go to the free throw line for a chance for an and one. Gosh, Jason, just seems like the Lady Cardinals can go along, and you look up and they've got a 20-point lead.
Yeah.
I mean,
but, they're not turning the ball over at as obviously as near a rate and doing some of the little things right now, not hitting free throws. So let's see if that changes.
Nope. 4.5 minutes left in the game. The Lady Cardinals up 45-26. They're up by 19, their biggest lead. They led 26-13 at the half. Parrish has already scored matched the number of points they scored in the first half. Shot clock is coming up on 5. Shot attempt is no good by Castro Gambrell. A reverse layup by Savannah Carter. She drives baseline for the reverse layup, and she gets it to fall.
She only has 7 points.
And the Lady Cardinals had Vaughn trapped in the corner, in the forecourt, I should say. (47-26) Lady Cardinals. They average 77.4 a game. Not going to hit that tonight. Parrish averages 51.3 as Rodrika Patton comes up with another steal. Oh, and a great job by Savannah Carter of catching Dominic Brooks, breaking down the lane, and Brooks puts it up for the bucket. A great job by Savannah Carter of reading Dominic Brooks.
Yeah, and then a great steal at midcourt, too, on a pretty routine inbound pass started by Rodrika Patton.
And there's a steal by Shalante Allen. She's going to take it the distance and go up for a layup, and she misses the shot. Tried to showboat just a little, not showboat, put a little bit too much pizzazz on it, I want to say, and doesn't get it to fall.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was an easy layup.
Rodrika Patton's going to be charged with her third personal foul, 49-26. And well, what a great spurt there by the Lady Cardinals not to come up with a little bit more out of it. You see Elena Lovato talking to Shalante, and there was a grin from Shalante, so I think I know what that conversation was about. At the free throw line is Kelsey Ewings. Gets this free throw to fall. Lady Cardinals are still in their biggest lead. Were in their biggest lead of the game, 49-26. But another successful Play for K game here at Trinity Valley. Thank you for all participating and by watching tonight. Lady Cardinals coming up on the 3-minute mark. Going to run their record to 21-1 overall, 8-0 in the conference. Nice pass inside to Carter by Shalonte Allen. And there's a little showtime going on here now, folks.
Boy, that's a great look, a great pass. Very technical pass. That's a hard pass to make.
And Jason, this foul is going to go against Shalonte Allen. It's kind of like we talked about as the game was progressing, but you could just see the Lady Cardinals were starting to wear down Paris.
Yeah, I was going to say Paris looks tired now, and they should be.
You play against that kind of defensive pressure for 40 minutes, it will definitely wear you down. Free throw attempt is good by Castro Gambrell. She's averaging 5 points a game, Jason, on this house. She's at 3 now for the game. 51-28. Again, fresh legs back out on the floor for the Lady Cardinals. Wells, Patton, Bugak, Smith, and Henderson. She gets both free throws. Here's a little pressure defense by the Dragons. Patton easily works past that and draws the foul. She'll go to the free throw line for a bonus, 1-1. 2:33 left in the game. Lady Cardinals are about to win for the 40th straight time here at Cardinal Gym. Patton's free throw is no good. Wells there battling for the rebound. It goes out of bounds off of Wells, so the ball will go over to the Lady Dragons. Victoria's averaging 5.9 rebounds a game and coming up with 3.1 steals a game. Oh, nice job of putting the shot over the top of Bugak. Bucket time for Lady Dragons, and now we're going to have a foul called on the floor against the Lady Dragons. It's going to go against Ewing's number 5. 51-31, a 20-point Lady Cardinal lead. They led at halftime 26-13. We mentioned they're going to finish well below their average on the season, but the W is what matters at this point. Henderson's free throw attempt is good. First time around at Paris, the Lady Cardinals defeated the Lady Dragons 63-51. This one's good as well. Crystal Henderson hits both free throws.
And that's her third and fourth points of the evening.
Crystal's averaging 11.9 on the season. Coming up on the 2-minute mark. Rodrika Patton with another steal. Those quick hands. Great job of Shannon Smith of finding Adu Bugak underneath. And, boy, there's nobody better at the Lady Cardinals, Jason, of running the floor and seeing the big people moving down underneath. Cardinals are very blessed at the guard position that they've got players that aren't selfish. Yeah, we had a little bit too much contact inside. I think this was going to go against Adu. Yep, they're going to charge with it. That's her second, I believe, second foul.
And those points on the other end were her sixth and seventh points of the evening. And you have pretty much everybody for Trinity Valley right around that number right now. Benny Shalonte Allen leads with 13, and Savannah Carter has 9, and Shannon Smith with 10.
Martin hits the first free throw attempt.
And that's 15 for Martin. Far above the leading scorer for Paris.
And the second one's good. Minute 40 left in the game. Pressure defense by the Lady Dragons. Lady Cardinals in no hurry. Worked for a good shot. Great job of Smith cutting to the basket, putting up the shot. Thought she had drawn contact, but she didn't. But she's going to keep the basketball. The ball goes off the Lady Dragons. 55-33. A dude puts up a three-pointer, and I'm telling you, she's got great range, folks. That's not a fluke. That is absolutely not a fluke.
10 points now for Adu.
6'4" freshman with a wonderful future ahead of her in the game.
If she's from Canada, can we say it's all Adu?
Oh.
Yeah.
You had to pull that out. Good job. And she's going to be called for the foul. She was battling her tightly. I think that's going to probably be it for Duke, because I think Julianne's going to come in. Julianne Austin's going to come in. The Duke's still a little flustered right now with that foul call. We want to get her out before anything silly happens. Martin at the free throw line gets this with a fall. So that's probably going to wrap it up for Duke tonight, Jason.
Well, it's been a good one.
Victoria Wells also comes out of the game. .1 seconds left in the game. This second free throw attempt is no good. Rebound goes to the Lady Dragons. They need to shoot the ball there. Well, she almost got an and one opportunity. Foul throw against Onshley, number 15. It's going to send Hill to the line to shoot two. Free throw is no good. Way too much spin on the ball. Again, it's been another successful Play for K game here at Trinity Valley. Great participation from our community and our fans as that free throw attempt falls. Lady Cardinals will have to shoot the ball at least one more time. Can't run out the clock. Well, now there's going to be a reach-around foul call against Ewings. It's going to send Henderson to the free throw line. She just hit two free throws just a moment ago. How many does Crystal have on the game?
Henderson has 4 points.
Has 4 points. Below her average, 11.9. Gets this one to fall, 59-35. Well, we said the Lady Dragons would want a game in the 60s to feel good about it, and she hits this one. The Lady Cardinals will be in the 60s, but fortunately for the Lady Dragons, the defensive effort tonight for the Lady Cardinals has just been very impressive. Lady Cardinals won't shoot again now. $10 on the shot clock, 15 on the game clock. Shot attempt is no good. Rebound by Patton, and the Lady Cardinals will just dribble it out now. So that's going to wrap it up game-wise from Leon Spencer Court at Cardinal Gym as the Lady Cardinals run their record to 21-1 on the season, 8-0 in conference. Paris drops to 6-13 overall and 1-6 with a 60-35 loss to the Lady Cardinals. The Lady Cardinals led 26-13 at halftime, and now we'll let Jason break down the scoring.
Well, let's look at Paris first, Benny. Obviously, Voche Martin had 17 points, a great number of the points that the Lady Dragons had tonight to lead that team. 7 points for Kelsey Ewings, 4 each for Shanice Scott and Bree Castro-Gambrell, and 1 for Shanice Hill. They turned the ball over 27 times, Benny. Trinity Valley was led in scoring with 13 points by Shalante Allen, 10 each for Adut Bogak and Shannon Smith, 9 for Savannah Carter, 6 for Crystal Henderson, 5 for Rodrika Patton, and 3 for Kayonta Dowdy. And Trinity Valley had 12 turnovers.
Again, the Lady Cardinals will be on the road Saturday, going to Houston, I should say, to play San Jacinto. The Cardinals will be at home Saturday at 4 p.m. to take on Bossier Parish. And again, you can listen to on UriesTexas.com. Our next webcast are a week from Saturday on February the 9th when the Lady Cardinals and Cardinals play host to Tyler. And the night we will officially dedicate the court, Leon Spencer Court. We've got a big ceremony planned. Hope you'll join us for that. Hope you'll join us for the 2 games. And, folks, there's a lot of talented folks that get this on the air for you when we webcast games, and we hope you'll watch the credits and see their names because they're behind the scenes. Jason and I kind of got to be out front, but they do a great job with the graphics and the camera angles and the shots of getting everything on the air, and we sure appreciate them, so pay attention to the credits as they roll off the screen. Again, we'll be back with you on Saturday, February the 9th versus Tyler. The women's game starts at 4, the men's game starts at 6, and until then, for Jason Larson of the Athens Daily Review, this is Benny Rogers bidding you good night from Leon Spencer Court at Cardinal Gym.